First and foremost, Barbara, thank you so much for trusting us to complete this project for you. What initially made you decide that Optima was the right company for you?
I'd done some research for about 4 months prior, off and on. I did look at a few other companies. What struck me with Optima was they were very congenial, very responsive right away. I didn't have to wait for having my questions answered. And they treated me more as a friend instead of just another 1 out of 500 clients. Treated me as if I were the only client.
People often report that companies care less about them after they sign. How would you say our responsiveness was during the project and afterwards?
Optima Windows held my hand the whole way. It was also very comforting because I did a lot of this on my own. And especially John was very responsive immediately, alleviated all my concerns and answered all my questions, and I knew I wouldn't be in this alone.
As someone who was changing their windows and doors for the first time, what concerns did you have beforehand, and then what did Optima do to alleviate them?
The problem with our existing windows was it's an older home, so we noticed that there was a lot more airflow going out and coming in. Our gas bills were not fun, they were higher. And the noise was a factor as well. Just the look of those windows, they were very dated. So my concern was, am I doing the right thing and having them replaced? Is it worth it? But I saw, obviously now since they've been installed, it's a whole new house. And a much better feeling, and it's more custom to us now as well.
Barbara, how did our installers treat you and your home?
Like an old friend. It was nice. Answered all my questions during the install. Yeah, I think just very friendly. More like, we're old friends almost, instead of just another client in a list of many, many clients. I felt it was more one-on-one, and that they treated me as if I was special.
Could you tell me how you feel now when you're in your home?
The house looked fresher. They're a different color on the exterior now. They're more up to date, and the grill marks or munions were removed, so I can see through the window now into our, backyard. We're on a couple of acres, and it looks, it looks nice, and there's privacy. So looking through the window is such a joy now. It feels as if it's brought the outside more in. It's a good saving in energy because they don't let in the cold air. We've had minus 25 in January, and before these windows were installed, we felt like it was minus, let's say, at least 15 inside the house with these windows, and our gas bill was huge. It's a lot better now. It just lets nature into the house. It feels fresher, it feels newer, and it feels like it's more custom to us. So I'm very happy with the windows and the doors.
It's nice to hear you feel such a big change. So what would you say to someone who's considering changing their windows and doors with Optima?
I would say go for it. And if you feel alone, or you feel pressured, or if you think, I don't know enough to ask certain questions, or I don't know enough about the whole process, you don't have to. I knew almost nothing. I did some research, but again, I didn't feel with Optima that I was just another client, out of 500 or something. I felt like I was the only one. They didn't make me feel as if I didn't know enough. There were no stupid questions, there were no stupid concerns, and having to deal with this mostly on my own, they held my hand through the process, so I felt very confident at the end of it.
Barbara, do you feel that you understand more now about windows and doors compared to before we met?
Yeah, they explained a lot of things to me too while the process was going on, and I would watch. And I remember too, when they were taking out the old windows and there's just these holes in the wall, I thought, oh my gosh, what am I doing? What have I done? But when I saw the finished product, it was entirely different. It was entirely new and fresh, and a stupid hole in the wall. They sealed everything very well. It looks like they had always been there, that they were part of the house, which was very reassuring in the end. Well, even if you don't know much about windows and doors, you're in good hands because Optima Windows was with me every step of the way, and they will be with you.